Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is All Things Thursday. It's All Things Thursday because it is the last Thursday of the month. And we will be doing some Art Therapy Thursday a little bit later as well. But with All Things Thursday, of course, we're going to look at all the things I've colored, all the things that we're going to color in the next month, and we're going to talk about our Artist of the Month for May. Hard to believe it's already May. It's just crazy. So this is the to be colored list. So we're going to move that. This is the one that I am working on currently. It is done out of the Jade Summer Fantasy Collection, the 4 books in one book. So this is the one that we are working on. I am using the Sanjoki markers with an overlay of ChromaFlow, Derwent ChromaFlow colored pencils. So we will be finishing the Dragon Eggs on Art Therapy Thursday a little bit later. All right, now all the things that I have colored. So in the Rita Berman compilation book. So this is all the books in one. I cannot pronounce what it says here, so I'm not even going to try. We did for my birthday, we completed this with a mixed media of pencils, markers, well, pencils, gel, and gel pens. And brain's taking a moment. So it's the Royal Talons colored pencils, the Tan Mint gel pens, and the Arteza iridescent gel pens is what we did this page with. And it's pretty. So that's what that page was. So that's one. Yeah, I was busy this month. And then I colored this as I have been working on this with different colored pencils, so I will be continuing this throughout the year with different colored pencils so that I can test them. But I colored one in here with as a buddy color, and I can't find it. I just had it. There it is. So this is a buddy color. We use the Artlicious Primo Soft colored pencils. I also used a little bit of gel pen. On the background, I used the water drop inks. So that is done with the Artlicious colored pencils. And of course, the lighting in here is horrible today, so I apologize. All right, so this one here is done out of Dragon Tales by Fabrica Fantasy, and it is also done with colored pencils. This is done with the Castle Art Gold colored pencils. The outline here does have a little bit of a gel pen on the white areas so that it sparkles. This one here is Color It's Colorful Seasons, and this is done with the markers, and I do believe it's the Ann Love, yes, the Ann Love markers. And this was done for a friend of mine, Poet Spice's birthday. So happy birthday for all of those wonderful people that had some birthdays in April. I love sharing my birth month with you all. And this one here is Meadow Lane. Let's see if I can pronounce her name right. It's Adele Lorraine. I always get it mixed up for some reason. And this was done with the Arteza Everblend markers and some gel pen on the crest there. So if I tip this the right way, you might be able to see some glitter. Maybe not. I also put some glitter on her eyes. I was really happy with the way the bird turned out, as well as her skin tones. And this one here is a Jane F. Hankins. A Little Bit of Easter is the book, and it is also done with the markers. Let's see, which markers did I use? Yeah, so they were done with the Arteza Everblend markers as well. This one here, of course, is Mariella Bodek, and it just turned out so cute. I'm going to tip you a little bit here so you can see the full picture. And it is all done with markers. There is no colored pencils on there, and that is the Ann Love markers. Oh, there is a bit of colored pencil. I do believe the Art Track colored pencils for a bit of the fur flicking, just to give it that definition. This was a buddy color with Celine in the Discord, and it is Hannah Lynn's Victorian Darlings, and this is done with the Arteza Everblend markers, as well as some stickles to give a bit of sparkle. And I did not do any flicking with the pencils. This is all done with marker. This is the first one we started on the channel this month. This one is done by Alexandra Deneman, and it was also done with the Arteza Everblend markers. This one here is Nathaniel Wake, and it was also done with marker. This was done with the Arteza markers as well. Another Mariola Bodek. This one here was done with the Indra watercolor pencils. So this one is all watercolor pencil, and it's one of the free ones that she was giving out for Easter, and it's just so darn cute. I loved it. Loved doing that one. This one here is from Fedorables by Selena Finesh. I have the Fedorables 4 books in one. So this, I do believe, is from the Mythical Creatures Fedorable book. Or it could be tea, a cup of tea. But I can't remember which book it's out of because it comes out of the 4 books in one. And that one is done with the Ann Love markers. And it's all marker. And then we did this one on the channel. And this is also Dragon Tales by Fabrica Fantasy. And this one here is also done with the Arteza Everblend markers. Just had to check and make sure. I did use some gel pen on the border to give it a little bit of sparkle. Another Mariella Bodek. And this one is also done in marker. There is no other addition to this. It's just straight marker, except for the white spots does have a bit of white gel pen. And that is done with the Ann Love markers as well. This one here we did on the stream. This is also from the Fedorables 4-in-1 book by Selena Finesh. It is done with marker, some Indian ink, not Indian ink, alcohol ink, sorry, as well as some glitter paint. And that is done with the Chroma, the Pinata alcohol ink. I don't know why I keep on wanting to call it Indian ink. It's alcohol ink, and the chunky sparkle paint. And I think it's folk art. Yes, folk art. And then this one here, I was messing around. I was trying to print off a bunch of the Fedorables, and I only wanted one of the set that I was looking at. And my printer decided it was going to print all of them. So when I noticed that it was printing all of them, I hit stop and it printed this one halfway or 3/4 of the way. So I decided to color it anyway because you can still see the cup of tea and everything else. So I decided that this one is a magical fairy drinking a wonderful cup of invisibility tea, and she is slowly going invisible. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And she's, of course, on a magic mushroom, which is a rainbow mushroom, so that definitely tells you that she has to have a little bit of magical tea in there. And that was done with the chroma markers. This one here is Adele Lorraine, Meadow Haven, and I just loved the sunflowers. It just made me happy. So this one was done with the ah, this was done with the chroma flows as well as the ink for the background there. So pretty. And of course that is Meadow Heaven. No, that's Meadow Lane. I don't know why I have Meadow Heaven there. It's Meadow Lane. This one here, of course, is the one we just finished yesterday. I did finish it off camera on Discord. So we did do most of this on camera this week. This is, of course, Hannah Lynn Victoria Darlings, and it is done with the Sajoki markers, the Durant Chroma Flows, and a little bit of gel pen on her dress for the spots, for the dots. And as you can see, we've got the shadows and everything else all done in the pencil, the underlay of the markers, and like I said, a little bit of gel pen in our spots. And last but not least this month, another Fedorables from Selena Finesh. And this one is done with the Ohuhu pastel markers as well as the Brute Funer pastel pencils. And that is all of the things we have colored, well, I have colored this month in our Alcohol April month. 90% was done with alcohol marker. I did have to throw some pencils in there because, yeah, I can't live without my pencils. So, yeah, that is the Alcohol April colorings. And like I said, we will be finishing off the dragons as well that I started on Discord, which is this one here. And again, it's done with the Sajoki alcohol markers. They are currently on sale for 56% off. So if you have not seen that on the deal of the day in my community tab, go take a look at that. And of course, they are affiliate links, so I do receive a small commission every time you use one of my affiliate links. All right, now for next month. So next month is May, and everyone is doing Mermay. So there are a lot of mermaid pictures being done. I am going to actually be doing hashtag Molly Mermay. So Molly May, because my artist of the month is Molly Harrison. I have adored Molly Harrison's work since I started coloring. So we will be going through and coloring a couple of different books from her. This one here is Mystical or Magical Fairy World, and it's a wonderful fairy there. So we'll be coloring. We won't be coloring all of these. These are just the ones that I've decided that I want to color this month. On the channel, we will choose which ones we're going to color. So that is one. That's another one. Now my printer, for some reason, I think the heads need to be cleaned because it's giving me lines. So I will be reprinting these on cardstock. We will be using a couple of different sets of colored pencils and coloring them with colored pencils. I think we're going to hang up the markers for a month. So this one here is really adorable. I just love the glow from the butterflies and everything else around her there. And like I said, I will be reprinting these on cardstock. I'm going to actually move the camera down just a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better. Ignore the lines, those are not normal on the page. And this one here I want to do for Mermaid. Also, one of Molly Harrison's wonderful mermaids. So this one we will definitely be doing, as well as this one here we will definitely be doing, just to give tribute to the wonderful artists that are putting out different pictures for Mermaid. And I will probably be purchasing one or two of those as well, and maybe working those into the mix, or doing them on Discord. So on Discord, we have a voice chat channel that I do video and voice chat on. And while we're chatting and talking and hanging out, I color just like everybody else does. So a lot of these things do get done on the Discord channel. So if it's not seen on this channel, 9 times out of 10 I have colored it off recorded camera, but on camera in Discord. So this one here is called Magical Fantasy, and this is a mermaid from Magical Fantasy that we will be coloring. I will go through and will choose one or two of the mermaids as well as one or two of the fairies, because there is four different mermaids in the pictures that I've chosen. I love this one. This one is more of a line art book, where the other was more of a grayscale book. And the poppies. This one's so cute. And of course I have to love this one. It's got a wolf in it. It's just fantastic. This one here is a little bit of a light grayscale, not as dark of a grayscale as her other book. And this one is just pretty. I just love the roses. I love her work. Sometimes well, not sometimes. I always love her work, but sometimes it's just so dainty. So those are the ones that we will be looking at coloring this month. So we've got this one here, this one here, and one of the fairies. And this one here is the third fairy. And then, of course, this one here, which is just a beautiful girl and a wolf. And this one here. So there's a lot of fairies, if you haven't noticed. I have a thing for fairies. And then we have some mermaids. I really like this one too. And that's all from Magical Fantasy. So if you want to download the books, they are for sale in PDF version on her Etsy store. And I will be adding a link to the live streams for her Etsy store as well as for her Amazon. So this one here is from Magical Fairy World. If I can get them apart. There we go. And this is more of a grayscale book. Ignore the lines. The lines are from my printer, and I will be fixing that, I hope. Which, since it's a brand new printer, it shouldn't be doing that. But I will look into it. Have hubby look into it. So we've got a couple of mermaids and a couple of fairies from the Magical Fairy World. So we've got 4 grayscale and a few line arts to look at for our to be colored. And of course, that will be hashtag. Oh, that's hashtag Molly May 2022. So that is going to be our hashtag for the month, which is Molly May 2022. Our artist of the month, again, is Molly Harrison. I have reached out to her to see if she would like to come on the channel. I have not heard back, but if she does, that would be awesome. I would so another one that I will definitely fangirl over. Huge fan of hers, always have been. All right, guys. With that, I would like to say thank you all very much for hanging out with me throughout the month and doing Alcohol April with me. And of course, I want to say thank you all to each and every one of you that celebrated my birthday with me. I don't normally have a birthday party. I haven't for a very, very, very long time. And you guys hanging out and having a birthday party with me um, through the channel these past couple of years has been awesome. And I appreciate all of you that hung out or all of you that watched the video and wished me a happy birthday. I appreciate you all. Also want to say thank you and send out all of my appreciation to all the other wonderful YouTube artists as well as artists and friends that shared the month of April with me as their birth month. Happy birthday to you all. I can't say enough how much this entire community means to me. With that, I want to say thank you all very much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to any YouTube artist that you enjoy and any video that you enjoy. This does help not only our self-esteem, but also helps with our YouTube algorithms to, send more people our way that may not have ever seen our channel before. Always remember to relax, color, and stay safe. Until next time, I will say adieu, and we will be doing a Art Therapy Thursday as well, coloring some dragons. Until then, bye-bye for now.